Hello girls, today we will deal with another topic in resume and curriculum vitae unit. Yesterday we have dealt with resume, how to write a resume, the essentials of a resume. Today we will deal with curriculum vitae. In fact, these days curriculum vitae and resume, CV, curriculum vitae is CV and resume are treated as interchangeable words. But there are slight differences between the two. Like the resume is just one page in length, whereas a CV may run into 2 or 3 pages, and it is a detailed explanation of one's life. CV or curriculum vitae in Latin means course of life. So the course of life, detailed explanation will be a curriculum vitae. Now, you might have seen what is written on the board. This is the format for writing a basic CV. Remember girls that the subheadings that I have given may be exchanged here and there, but always remember career objective is always career objective, or just objective also will always be placed in the first place. The rest may be interchanged. Okay? So you need not worry that this has gone there, that has gone in. There is no hard and fast rule that a CV should be in this order only. Okay? So that flexibility and that creativity is in your hands. Most important thing when we are applying for a job is we should attract, our CV or our resume should attract the attention of the employer. It should be very clear and it should be very easily understood. The font size, everything, as I told you yesterday, that there should be plenty of white space visible. The white page should not be covered with many black alphabets. Okay? It should be, keep it straight, keep it simple, keep it short. Okay? So keep that mind and rule when keep that rule in mind when you are creating your CV. Okay? Now, for a CV, first thing is you write it in the center of the page. Center of the page, your full name, your address, your contact number, and your email ID. Leave a little gap, then you give your career objective. Career objective is what is the purpose? What is your aim in joining that company or that organization or working as so and so? The position that you want to take, or your goal in life which you want to achieve by working there, so on and so forth, you may mention here. It need not be very extensive, maybe 1 or 2 sentences will be fine here. Then coming to experience, if you have worked in a job at various places, see the details of the present job. This is a CV in reverse chronological order. Reverse chronological order means from the present you go to the past. So details of the present job, like the name of the company, the location, the years from which you have worked there, and the position or the designation that you held there. What were your job responsibility? What were your achievements there? So on and so forth. Then the same with the details of the previous job and details of the more previous job. That is, from the recent you go to the last job that you held. Okay? So the experience, you can give it in this format. And after that, education. What is the education? Education qualifications or academic excellence, you can say. So for your education, your graduation, from where did you do it, the name of the institution, what are your achievements there, then the place that the institution is located, the years, the university, all this information should be in the education section. So this is also in the reverse chronological order, like it starts with graduation, then you can go to inter, and from inter you go to schooling. The name of the school, the board that you have written the exam through, so on and so forth. That is the education. Then towards the end, you have something called references. References is somebody who knows you, who is a very important person, will give you or refer you to the company or to the institution that you are applying the job for. If you want, you can write the names of one or two references. Okay? Or you can say available upon request. That is in person if possible. When they call you for an interview, you can provide them the reference. That is who referred you to join their company. Then the date. That is about the basic format of a curriculum vitae or a CV. Here I have an example for you, sample CV. Just I want you to know the format, how to write a CV. Nishi Sharma, door number and address is given, then the contact number, then we have given the email ID. Then as I told you, career objective or objective, looking for or seeking an entry level. By the CV, you might have understood that this person has no work experience. Because she has no work experience, it is not mentioned here. We are starting off with education. So, seeking an entry level position in an organization which provides me scope to develop my technical skills, anything, something very positive and which is of interest to the prospective employer, you may mention here as your objective or your goal. Then education. What is the education? She a Bachelor of Science Computers in Adikavi Nanaya University, Kakinada. Then main subject is computers or maths or whatever subject. This is just an example for you. Then minor is physics and maths. Related coursework. Here you may mention some important topics from computers, like you might have learned Java, C++. In physics you might have learned some quantum physics, whatever. That you can mention here as particular topics, as related coursework. Then below that, skills and abilities. Skills and abilities means in your college or in your at your inter level or in your post graduation, if you have done anything worth mentioning, that you can mention here. Maybe you were the college treasurer for a while and you have undertaken some promotional activities due to which the funding for your college has increased. Something like that can be mentioned here in your skills and abilities. That is also mentioned in bullet points. Then as usual, references. Whoever has referred you to the job, or you have somebody who can influence you to get the job in this particular place. And down below, the last one is the date. So this is a format for a curriculum vitae. And you must keep in mind that when you are writing your name and address, you need not mention as Mr., Miss or Mrs. Not necessary. Just start off with your name. That will be enough. Okay? Because if you write a Mr. or Mrs., it sounds very odd and silly. So that is one thing you have to keep in mind. Then don't exaggerate your abilities and just keep it simple. What is a fact? You mention it in a very positive light. So this much of a curriculum vitae is enough. It should be a detailed explanation. That is one thing that you have to keep in mind. Apart from this, along with this, you can also add your personal profile. That is your date of birth, your the father's name, then your marital status, the languages that are known to you, so on and so forth. And coming to the education part, you can represent the education in a tabular form also. I told you, there is no hard and fast rule that you have to frame it in this. All these things should be there in a curriculum vitae, no matter whether they are in the right order or not. It doesn't mean that you have to just jumble it up, no. Career objective always is in the beginning. Here you have a scope to be creative. So you should not go overboard when you are being creative, and your CV or your resume should not come across like a silly page which causes a lot of humor. And there should not be any errors or mistakes in your spelling or in the usage of the words. Okay, then that is a very good curriculum vitae. And these days curriculum vitae is just 1 or 2 pages. It's not very elaborate. So that's about CV.